Welcome to the Spurs 9501 podcast. From Kane to the Lane, the final say on all things Tottenham.
Favorite Lamela moment is when he did a nutmeg pass through Nicolas Otamendi's legs to set up the winner for Christian Eriksen against Man City in the league a few years ago, and we won 2-1. My favourite Lamela goal has to be the Rabona against Arsenal in the league last season. Amazing goal. And my lasting memory about Lamela is going to be, he wasn't always 100% fit, so we didn't see the best of Lamela. But when he did play, he always gave 110%. He always fought the game, fought with passion, drive, aggression, sometimes too aggressive, but he always gave 110% for this club, and we will miss that.
Guiding memory is, I think, two Rabinas, I think you call them, or are they Ribenas? Who knows? Where a player is so bad with one of his feet, he has to use the other, even though the other would be best used. So he scored two fantastic goals with his left foot, including, I think, goal of the season. For the match of the day, goal of the season for a goal against Arsenal. Fantastic goal. But whilst others would talk about how marvellous these were, I always thought, I'm afraid, that really does show that you don't have 2 feet. And I think you do need 2 feet in the Premier League these days. But that's a bit churlish, isn't it? Erik, I wish you well. And I think you will do well. You'll do well at that style of football that you're going to. And enjoy the sun. And good luck to you. Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye to Lamela as well. 2013 he signed with the Bell money, 30 million, record at the time. Did he live up to his expectations? Overall, you'll have to say probably not. Maybe he scored, 25 to 30 goals? No more than that. Some great moments, some great history. Obviously, his last Ravona that won the goal of the season was fantastic. But not enough for me. Didn't do enough, wasn't consistent enough. A good squad player, a good player to bring in for the last 20 minutes. I did enjoy his harrowing of defenders and the way that he used to run around midfield. Got himself booked a bit too much for my liking, but just not enough consistency and not enough guile. I really wish him well at Sevilla, and I think that in his replacement, Brian Gill, it was probably a bit of a stupid business for us. So that's at least a positive.
This is Jamal from Spurs 9501. Got to be back after the little summer break. This is a farewell shout out for Toby Alderweireld and Erik Lamela. You guys will be missed. This is the end of an era. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Lamela, you've truly been a skillful player, and we couldn't help but love you for your passion. You were amazing. Your Rabonas and the ability to wind people up was just second to none. You'll be missed. You'll be missed.
Lamela, I mean, maybe the guy did not reach his potential. Everyone might will argue and say that, Lamela did not reach his potential. There was so much hype around him. But I would like to say one thing about Lamela. He is the only guy who, whenever he played on the ground or whenever he was on the pitch, he gave his 110% every time he was there. And that's the specialty of Lamela. He might not have, good passing skills. He might not have good finishing skills. He might not have good, good dribbling abilities, like other players in our squad or like other players in other clubs. But whenever he was there in the pitch, he made sure he gave his 110%, and that's what I like about Lamela. I mean, I would really miss his, messing around with players and, trying to find gaps and trying to find opportunities, where he can indulge himself in and gain some kind of a penalty or gain some kind of a free kick. I mean, that is something, I would really miss. I have hardly seen some player doing that, and I would really miss that from Lamela. And my favorite Lamela's moment would be obviously the moment against Manchester United, where he all of a sudden, grabbed a slap from Martial and made him show the red card, and he, and from there onwards we won the game 6-1. So, yeah, it was an awesome moment for us. I'm personally a fan of Lamela for that. And the favorite Lamela goal has to be the Rabona against Arsenal, the recent goal that he gave. I mean, it's one of the best goals that I've seen. Maybe we lost the match, but and I have to give credit to Lamela. It was a brilliant goal that he gave. Yeah, that's it. What I can say, all. I mean, I have no other words to.
Good luck.
My favourite Toby goal is going to be the winner in the North London derby when he got a header in. That brilliant diagonal pass he did to Dele Alli. Dele Alli controlled it and scored against Everton for the equaliser. And my lasting memory of Toby is that he really had I can't remember Toby having a really, really bad game. He always gave 100%, a very cultured, very elegant defender, and we're going to sorely miss him. So Toby, best of luck to you in Alderweireld. And those are my moments. Thank you very much.
Toby, thank you for all them beautiful long passes throughout the years. It's been wonderful to see. You've been a rock for us. Good luck to you both with both your future in football, and you'll always be Spurs.
A great player in his day, and I think my abiding memory of him isn't of one particular incident. It's because you didn't always notice he was there. And that, I think, is the sign of, it's the sign of a good referee, actually, but it's also the sign of a really good player, particularly a defensive player. Him and Jan Vertonghen made up a great double pairing and made us the stingiest defence in the league, at least for one season. So I'm upset to see him go, but my abiding memory is that you didn't really know he was there. He would tidy up. You were reassured. Just imagine a ball coming through, Sanchez running onto it, or Alderweireld. Who would you prefer to be running onto it and looking after it? Well, we know who we would like it to be. And towards the end of Mourinho's career, and indeed his Spurs career, he became our playmaker as well, because he's the only person who could ping a pass forward. We'd stopped doing that under Mourinho.
Sad to see Toby leave, so the only person who could defend has finally left the club. That leaves us with the front runners of Dyer and Sanchez. I can see they ain't going nowhere right now. And let's hope we sign Romero or somebody who would want to come. What I'm going to miss most about Toby, I think, is his positioning, his understanding of the game, his ability for that last split-second block from preventing certain goals, but also his ability to find that pass, the killer pass. Some of his passing was as good as Kane's. If we could find a defender who could actually split midfield and defences with a ball like Toby did, that would be fantastic. And I think that is a rare gift, and it will be sorely missed at Spurs. So goodbye, Toby. Thanks for the 6 years. I wish you had stayed. But let's see who we can find that was better than Toby. Very doubtful.
For Toby, I would say he is one of the best defenders to have played for Spurs. The best defender of his generation, of his time, and a player of such high caliber. I mean, what can I say about him? My favorite Toby moment would be the match against Dortmund in 2016, the Europa League match. Yes, we lost the match 3-0, but that special moment from Toby, where he was coming from the midfield, then he blocked a shot for Aubameyang, and then finally, he dribbled past two players and, put the ball to safety. That was a special moment. I have never seen such a big moment in Tottenham in my, in so many years of my Tottenham's career. That day he proved what kind of a caliber he has and what kind of a class defender he is. My favorite Toby Alderweireld's goal, it obviously has to be against Manchester City. That goal, the game when we won 4-1, and Toby's first goal, I guess, in a Tottenham shirt, and the celebration that he made, and the passion that he showed for the club, mind-blowing for me, mind-blowing. I mean, that kind of a passion you need from all Spurs players. That's how you would want everyone to play, and he showed that passion. Describe, especially we will miss you, Toby. We will miss you, Lamela. But we wish all the very best for your future career and for your future endeavors. All the best. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Spurs 9501 podcast. Stay in touch, continue the debate, and let us know what you want to discuss by finding us on YouTube. Tune in after the next match day for more insight. Thanks for listening.